Hey, I'm bringing a few people from work home with me tonight for dinner. So you have to cook up something special for us, okay?
What? How many people are coming? When did this happen?
About 6, I think. Yeah, altogether we'll have 6 guests.
You need to let me know about this stuff sooner. I already went to the store today, and now I have to go again.
But you still have plenty of time, right? It's just cooking dinner after all. You do it every day.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. It's not you who has to get everything ready. So, what time will you all be getting here?
In about an hour or so. We'll be leaving the office in a few minutes.
There's no way I can get back to the store and then come back and cook in just an hour.
But there must be something at home you can make for us, right? There must be something. Just do that and figure something out for us, okay?
There's just no way I can make that happen. There's not enough time, like I said. It's not going to be a proper dinner for guests, I'm afraid. Please let them know that it's short notice.
Yeah, that's because you haven't been keeping up with the shopping like you're supposed to, isn't it? Just do what you need to do and get it together, understand? You're the wife at home all day, and you should be able to figure something out, regardless of the time involved.
I'm telling you, it's just not doable. It's not a reasonable request. Why don't you give me more advance notice? That would have just been common courtesy.
Quit giving me attitude. I told you what needs to happen, so make it happen. It's very simple. And besides, you're the reason this is all happening in the first place.
What? Me? How am I the reason for all this? What's that supposed to mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lunch you packed for me is the reason for all this. You have only yourself to blame.
Your lunch? What does that even mean? Was there something wrong with it?
Yeah, it was disgusting. What were you thinking?
Huh? It was perfectly fine. What are you talking about?
You know what you did. That lunch was all low-quality food and leftovers. It was embarrassing.
Wait a minute. You're wrong about that. I made everything in that lunch myself, just like I always do. It was all made from scratch by me.
Don't lie to me. I know that's not true. I was completely embarrassed in front of my coworkers because of that lunch. I mean, some of them were even saying that they feel sorry for me. Can you believe that?
That's ridiculous. There was nothing to feel sorry about in there. It was good food, just like I always make for you. I got up at 5 a.m. to make that for you, you know? That's what I always do. If there was something wrong with it, I apologize. But it wasn't discount food or leftovers. I promise you.
Let's start with the bread. Why is it the cheapest bread on the market, and why was it wheat bread?
Huh? I used wheat bread because it's healthier than white bread and other types of bread. That brand of bread is cheaper than a lot of the other ones, but it's still good quality bread, I promise you. In other words, I chose that bread because I care about your health and what you eat.
Yeah, well, my coworkers just think it looks like you're stingy and we have no money to spend on better bread. And the dessert you put in there, too. Why was it the same cookies we had last week? It's like you just saved them for a week after you baked them and then threw them in there because you had nothing else better prepared.
I made those cookies from scratch both last week and this week. You liked them so much that I decided to make them for you again. So they weren't left over from last week.
That was last week. I don't want the same thing over and over again. You need to put more effort into the weekly menu.
Wow. Okay, if that's the case, you need to spend some time with me every week so that we can decide on the menu together. At any rate, the doctor did tell you that you need to cut down on sweet and sugary things. So that's another reason for us to talk about.
I don't care about that. Forget about the doctor. And why aren't you getting more creative than just making me a sandwich? Don't you have any better ideas than that?
You know I make you plenty of things besides sandwiches. I just do sandwiches for you sometimes in order to save time so that I can concentrate on having a really good dinner waiting for you when you come home from work.
Don't make excuses. My lunches and my dinners are both your responsibility. You're supposed to be putting effort into both of them. If I don't eat good food at every meal, I can't do my job properly. And if I can't do my job, we're both out on the street. Understand?
You're all over the place, and I don't know why you're suddenly behaving like this. Where is this coming from? If you don't like the lunches that I'm packing for you, just get what you want to eat at a restaurant around your office or something.
Oh, that's so easy for you to say. You don't know how that looks, especially after what happened today.
I don't know what to tell you. I always make you the best food I know how, and I'm always thinking of your health, too.
Well, I have news for you. You're failing miserably at both of those things. Look, you're unemployed and you do nothing but sit around the house all day. You really ought to be able to do better than this.
I'm not unemployed and doing nothing, so please stop saying that about me because it's not true.
Oh, is that so? You don't have a job and you're not studying or trying to get one. So what is it that you actually do?
I'm a housewife. That's not the same as being unemployed, and it certainly isn't sitting around doing nothing. I keep plenty busy taking care of all the cooking, cleaning, and everything else that goes into making our home a good place to live. It's far from easy, I assure you.
But it's nothing compared to what I do all day, every day. I work for a living.
Well, maybe your job is tough, but I can tell you that my work around the house is never, ever finished.
Ah, yes. You always put on a good show of being super busy. I'll give you that. But if you really were that busy all the time, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? I mean, going to the grocery store today so that you can get a good meal ready for me and my coworkers isn't that difficult now, is it? Anyone should be able to get that done.
But you didn't tell me about any of that until just now. I told you that I need some advance notice for something like this.
Hey, taking care of stuff like this on short notice is your job. You say you're taking care of things all day, every day, so take care of this. Just get it done, okay? I'm depending on you.
You're making no sense at all. I can't just read your mind or magically make dinner for 8 people materialize out of thin air.
I already explained this all to you, didn't I? I'll tell you one more time. It's because the lunch that you packed for me was so lousy that I had to invite all these coworkers over for dinner tonight. I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself and recover your reputation. It's your chance to shine. So you're welcome.
Redeem myself? What does that even mean? I haven't done anything wrong.
This is your opportunity to serve my colleagues some decent food and help me prove to them that my wife isn't an incompetent loafer.
Wow. Did you actually just say that to me? Well, I don't really care what they think about me, just so you know. It's not my concern at all.
Maybe you don't care, but I do. My reputation is on the line too, you know. Do you not see and understand that? You need to back me up.
Fine, but none of that changes the fact that I won't be able to get dinner together for all those people at a moment's notice. As it happens, I have something that I have to do tonight, so I suggest making it another day. And if you have to do it today, then you should eat dinner out. That's the best plan of action for you, I'm afraid.
You're just bound and determined to avoid your responsibility, huh? You always have an excuse.
Like I said, if you had given me more advance notice, I could have put something together, but it's not going to happen like this.
My God, you are useless. Why did I marry you again?
Okay, that's enough now. You're just being cruel and I don't like being treated like that.
Fine. I'm going out drinking tonight, so have something ready for me when I come home.
Okay. How about pasta? Or maybe a grilled cheese sandwich? Those are good after drinking.
I don't need you to ask for my input about every little thing, woman. Just use your brain and make me something fit for a working man.
But you clearly aren't happy with what I'm making you, so I'm trying to make sure you get what you want. This is wearing me out. I'm trying to do what you need me to do.
Wearing you out? Oh, now I've heard it all. I don't hear any of the other guys at work being told that by their wives.
Okay. You don't want to hear it. I get it. I understand, so give me a break, okay? We're going around in circles here.
I'll give you a break when you stop contradicting me at every turn. You like to rile me up, apparently. Just do what I say. Stop giving me attitude and make me some dinner.
Fine.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing?
Yes, what is it? I'm just finishing up some laundry.
I'm bringing the boys home for dinner, just like I said I would. Are you ready?
Yep, I know. I've been getting dinner ready all day.
And today's Friday, so I'm gonna have them stay the night too.
Huh? Wait, when did you decide that? They're staying the night? Tonight?
That's right. All of them.
Hang on a second. We can't put all of them up for the night. I wish you'd consulted me about it.
And why is that? What is there to talk about? And what's the problem?
The problem is that we don't have places for all of them to sleep. Trevor, why can't you tell me important details like that ahead of time? This is a problem.
Oh, come on. There's plenty of time to figure something out.
Please don't tell me that like it's just some small thing. Having all those people not only come over to eat, but also stay the night is not a small thing. There's no way I can rearrange everything here and make room for all of them on such short notice. This isn't that big a house.
Are you saying you intend to make all of them sleep on the floor? That had better not be your solution.
Of course I'm not saying that. I don't want that any more than you do, but what I am saying is that you shouldn't have invited them to stay over without asking me about it in advance. You need to communicate better with me about things like this.
Well, it's too late now. I've already extended the invitation and they're all coming with the expectation of eating your great food and then staying the night.
What? Why do you refuse to consult me on important things like this? You make all the promises to them and then I need to deliver without getting any advance notice. Are we or are we not a couple? We're supposed to be a team.
Sure, we're a couple, but I'm the breadwinner in this house and what I say goes. Every team has a leader and in this house, it's me.
Do you even hear yourself? You're being totally unreasonable.
All I'm trying to do is keep a good relationship with my coworkers. They all look up to me and I need to show them how to be a top performer like I am.
Oh, really? And how about keeping a good relationship with me, your wife? Is this relationship not worth your effort?
You're the one who's making that difficult, not me. It takes two.
Oh, is that how it looks to you? I'm the difficult and unreasonable one? This whole scenario is just wrong. We can't go on like this.
At any rate, those guys are staying over tonight, so you'd better not be giving me this kind of attitude in front of them. Just get the house in order and be ready for us when we arrive. This ends here. Understand?
Fine. Have it your way.
Where have you disappeared to?
We ran out of ice, so I'm out getting some, like you told me to.
You can't just take off like this. You need to ask me if you're going to leave when we have guests here.
Oh, give me a break, please. You were busy talking with our guests about what a great salesman you are and how they need to follow your example. I told you what I was doing when I left. You just weren't listening to me. Whose fault is that? If you don't want me to leave and get ice, you shouldn't have made such a big deal about us being out of it in the first place.
Shut up already. You always find a way to annoy me. If I didn't hear you say it, then you didn't say it.
You are being completely unreasonable again. I told you exactly what I was doing and where I was going.
Just be sure to get some snacks to go with our beer, too. Do that and I'll think about forgiving you.
I already got the ice and I'm on my way back. Plus, I can't carry any more than I already am. Ice is heavy, you know.
Turn around and go get those snacks. You're practically there.
I told you I can't do that. My hands are totally full at this point. Look, I'm not your servant. If you want snacks, you'll have to get them yourself. Or send one of the guests to get them.
I thought I told you to stop contradicting me at every turn. Guests are here and you need to be cooperative. All you need to do is what I tell you to do. I'm the man of the house and what I say goes.
The man of the house? Really? Are you sure you want to make that argument?
You've got a lot of nerve taking that attitude all the time when you don't even do an honest day's work. Don't think you can just backtalk me all the time and get away with it. There will be repercussions.
You think you're the one who makes this house into a home? You're mistaken if that's what you think. If you think I'm wasting time or sitting around doing nothing, I'll go and get a job. How about that? Then you can't accuse me of being a loafer anymore. What do you say? Would that satisfy you?
I say no. That's what I say. You're not getting out of your duties that easily.
Why? Again, you're making no sense. Make up your mind about what you want from me because you can't have it both ways.
I'm not going to have you getting a job and then getting even more disrespectful to me than you already are. Nice try, though.
That's not what would happen. Why do you think that's what would happen?
No, I know exactly how that would play out and I won't have it. I won't. Once you start making the slightest bit of money on your own, you'll get even more cocky and unreliable. I know you.
Why would I do that? That wouldn't help the situation at all. I'm trying to make things go more smoothly around here, not exacerbate them. Although, if I were to get a job, we would definitely need to split up the housekeeping chores.
And there it is. I knew it. My God, you're predictable. You're already trying to use a future job as an excuse to get out of what little work you actually do. If that's how it'll be, I'd much rather you stick to what you do now. At least I know what to expect.
Good grief. Nothing ever satisfies you. I'm at my wit's end with all this.
Just turn around and get those snacks for us. End of discussion. Got it. Are we clear? Where are you? You're not here and neither is anyone else.
I'm at the train station, in the parking lot.
What are you doing there?
The rest of them all woke up before you and said they needed to go home after breakfast. So I drove them all here to catch their trains home.
What were you thinking? I didn't tell you to do that.
Now what are you upset about? That I took them instead of you taking them? If that's the case, you should have woken up earlier.
I was planning to take them to the driving range today and show them my new clubs. You shouldn't have just let them leave like that. Why are you so incapable of doing what I need you to do?
Oh, come on. There's no way I could have known your plans to go to the range because, once again, you said nothing to me about them. They all said they wanted to go, so I took them. That's all there was to it. I was just being hospitable, which is what I thought you wanted me to do.
Why didn't you wake me up? That's what I wanted you to do.
I tried, but you wouldn't get up, remember? I said I was getting breakfast ready.
Then you should have made them wait for me.
That's not right. I couldn't just tell them they had to stay when they asked me for a ride. I mean, how do you tell guests that they can't leave? After all, it's the weekend and they all had things to do, I'm sure. Again, if you'd let me know about your plan, I could have helped. But again, you didn't.
You really are just useless. You know that.
And you really are altogether too insulting to me. I did nothing wrong.
If you have something to say, then say it. I'm listening.
Okay, how about this? I made breakfast for all of them without even being asked to. They all loved my pancakes.
Well, of course you did. That's just common courtesy with overnight guests. That's nothing to be bragging about or expecting praise for. You're just annoying me now, once again.
Then cook for them yourself next time and you can get all the praise for it. I've told you over and over. If you have something that you need from me, Tell me ahead of time because I'm not a mind reader. You can take those guys to the driving range tomorrow or another day, can't you? Just don't blame me for not being able to accommodate you when you can't even be bothered to communicate to me ahead of time what's going on or what you're planning.
You're the one who sent them home without talking to me. That's totally 100% your fault.
No, I told you before. That's not how it happened. They told me they needed to go home, so I took them to get on the train. End of story.
You were wrong for not taking my feelings into account and keeping them here longer.
Excuse me? Just how much do I have to do for you? How dependent on me are you?
Dependent on you? Not at all. You're the one who's depending on me. I'm just telling you that you should have been paying better attention to me.
Okay, I give up. There's just no pleasing you.
Aha! No response, I see.
I'm through with this. I just can't even anymore.
What do you mean by that? Say what you want to say.
I mean that, from now on, I'm only going to do what you specifically tell me to do. No more guessing or mind-reading games. Just say it and say it all, and that's exactly what I'll do. Nothing more and nothing less.
What's this now? You're suddenly a model wife, obediently waiting for her instructions?
Like I said, I'll only do what you tell me to do. From now on, I will do what you tell me to do and nothing more than that.
Don't play games with me now. You won't like where that leads.
I'm not playing any games. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do.
Don't forget, you'll be out on the street if I decide to divorce you. You know that, right?
Divorce me? Where did that come from?
That's right. You should be very careful. You don't want to end up on the street without any skills and work experience.
Divorce?
You really should show more gratitude for the life I give you and all you have, you know. You have no place but here in this house, so show some respect.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. You're wrong about that.
Oh, really? Then why don't we just get divorced, if you're so confident about all that?
Yes, let's do that.
Oh, you're ready to flirt with disaster, are you?
Sure, let's do it. I'm serious.
Oh, really? There are no retractions allowed, you know.
Yep, I'll take you up on that offer. Let's do it. When I get home, I'll get the forms online and fill them out, and then you can do your portion.
Oh, this'll be a hoot. You really are trying to end up on the street, aren't you? You better not come crawling back once this is done, because I'll just change the locks and tell you to go home to Mommy and Daddy.
Oh, I'll be back soon, so just sit tight.
You're talking a big game. Enjoy it while it lasts. Fair warning, you're gonna regret this, and when you do, don't expect me to dry your tears for you.
I just submitted the divorce papers. You can download them and sign them, and then submit them whenever you're ready.
What? You actually did it? That was fast.
I did. So, are you coming home today or not? I need to know because I have things to do.
Nah, I won't be back until Monday. You've got plenty to keep yourself busy, what with packing and moving preparations and all. So you better hop to it. All those boxes aren't going to pack themselves.
I see you're still not really getting the picture here, but okay, whatever.
Huh. What am I not getting?
Quite a few things, actually. But it's too late at this point anyway, so you'll just have to find out when you find out.
What? Are we having some regrets suddenly?
Regrets? No, not at all.
At any rate, you have some serious packing to do. You better get to it. Call the moving company and have all your things out of there by Saturday. Got it.
Just curious. Aren't you packing up any of your own things?
Of course not. Why would I need to do that? You're the one who needs to pack your things up and get out, not me.
Oh, so you're counting on me even for this? Can't you even handle that on your own? I mean, how old are you anyway?
Quit trying to rile me up and get to it, okay?
I'm not trying to do anything to you. Fine, I guess if you can't do it yourself, I'll do it. As usual.
You need to stop looking to me for everything. It's not my job to do all that. It's your job.
Like I said before, I'm not doing anything except what you tell me to do. So do you want me to do your packing as well as my own or not?
Yes, do it.
Okay then, I'll do it for you after I've packed my own things.
Hey! Answer my call.
What do you want?
My key won't open the door here.
Yeah, I know it doesn't.
What? What did you do?
I changed the locks, obviously. It's a normal thing to do.
Why did you change them?
I changed them because you and I are divorced now and not living together anymore. Did you change your mind and decide you still want to live together after all?
Don't be obtuse. Why are you even still there at the house?
You told me to get the packing and moving done, so that's what I did. Your portion of all that is finished. Take care and good luck.
Huh.
I got it all done by Saturday, just like you told me to.
What are you trying to do? You're the one who's supposed to be moving out.
How on earth do you think that's what's happening? The house is in my name, not yours. Have you forgotten that?
Huh.
Yeah. I was living here when we got married, remember? You've only been living here because I let you, dummy. It was barely a year ago and you forgot already? Wow. Maybe you need to see a doctor about your memory problem.
So, what about all my things?
I sent all of that stuff to your parents in Houston.
Excuse me. You sent it all to my folks' place in Houston?
That's right. Why?
We're in Chicago. How much money did that cost?
Oh, no worries there. I sent it all COD to them, so they'll be the ones paying for it. I suppose you'll need to reimburse them, though.
What? Why?
Why? I did it for the same reason that I changed the locks. Because you and I aren't married anymore and this house belongs to me. You have no legal right to be here anymore, and so, as of now, your only legal residential address is your parents' place down there. Therefore, that's where I sent your things.
That's all well and good, but I still live here in Chicago and my job is here.
Then I guess you need to find another place here as soon as you can. And then you can have your things sent back here from Houston.
Do you have any idea how much that's gonna end up costing me?
I have no idea. And it's not my problem, frankly.
Oh, just let me in the house already.
No. Sorry, but I don't just let any random stranger off the street come into my home.
Quit screwing around. Where do you expect me to go?
Why don't you go back to wherever you've been staying recently?
That was a co-worker's place. I can't just ask them to let me stay with them because my wife locked me out of my own home. Think about how that would look.
It looks like your only option. At least until you find a new place.
That's completely out of the question.
But why? All you should need to do is be your usual belligerent and condescending self and just tell one of them that they need to put you up for a while.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I've heard from some of them about you. They were actually apologizing to me, you know. It must be because they're as used to your habitual and reasonable demands as I am.
What the hell? You better take that back.
Yeah, they told me that you're not very good at your job, but you like to act like you're the expert on everything. It sounds like none of them like you very much. They also even said that you dragged them into coming over here that night, too. You told them you'd show them how a seasoned pro handles both his job and his wife, or something like that.
I didn't.
It reminded me of how you were complaining about the lunch I packed for you. You always somehow manage to disparage other people while tooting your own horn, don't you? You wanted to show those guys how a so-called seasoned pro keeps his wife in line and does what he pleases, huh?
I'm gonna get those guys.
No. Don't go trying to assert your dominance with them again, please. It's really, really tiresome.
Shut up, you!
Okay, I will. I will say nothing at all from now on, okay? Now, will you please get off my property?
That's not happening. Open the door.
I'm going to have to call the police pretty soon if you keep this up.
Don't get them involved. Don't do it.
Then what? Do I need to call your parents to come and pick you up here? Or maybe you should just start commuting from Houston?
You know that's not an option. Stop ridiculing me.
I'll be happy to, once you get off my property. Go find yourself a motel or something, for God's sake.
You know I can't do that either.
What? You can't even make a motel reservation for yourself? What a loser!
Shut your mouth and open the door now, woman. Do what you're told.
No. The time when you could talk to me like that is long gone, Trevor. And you can stop banging on the door, too. You'll disturb the neighbors and you'll also look like a crazy loser.
Knocking on the door isn't a disturbance. Now let me in the house.
Not a chance. No way, no how, no chance. I categorically refuse.
How do you think you're going to live and make ends meet without me and with no job? You can lock me out all you want, but that doesn't change the fact that you're broke.
Yes, you're right about that.
If you let me in, I could see my way to helping you out a little in that respect, you know.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Come on! No, you're not. You have no job and no income.
Yeah, so about that. I'm actually going back to my old company.
What? When did that happen?
It happened just recently. They're short-handed and they asked me to come back, so I'm starting soon. They told me I can work from home, so I decided to accept their offer.
You never told me about any of that.
That's because you never asked, and even if I did mention it, you would have either ignored it or come up with some reason to object to it. Because all you ever do is accuse me of being a lazy, do-nothing housewife.
And that's because all you ever do is contradict and disagree with me and never cooperate.
Then maybe you need to listen to what I say and take it to heart. You have no idea how hard I work at keeping this house nice and tidy, and you give me no credit for all the other things I do for you. Like making your lunch and dinner every day and running your errands for you. I mean, you wouldn't even have any clothes to wear if it weren't for me.
That's all stuff that you're supposed to do for me anyway.
And you give me zero credit for any of it and constantly accuse me of doing nothing. That's why we just got divorced, isn't it? But I have news for you. Being a housewife isn't unemployment, and it isn't an excuse to do nothing all day. You try doing everything that I do and see how it goes for you, please.
But I'm the one paying all the bills and putting food on the table.
And you're mistaken about that, too.
Mistaken? About what?
How much do you think the monthly mortgage payments on this house are anyway?
Why? What does that have to do with anything?
I'll tell you what it has to do with. Your salary alone won't cover them, plus all our other expenses. You'd be flat broke if you had to pay the mortgage on your own.
What do you mean?
You're out drinking all the time and trying to be the big man at your company, but the reality is that your salary alone isn't paying our bills.
Then how have we been getting by? If not on my salary.
I had to use all my savings that I'd accumulated before we got married. That's how.
What?
Yeah, that's right. And just when I was starting to get worried and think that we were going to be in trouble, I got an email from my old boss. So I took them up on their offer, and now it looks like things will work out.
Oh, come on. That's not going to fix the situation. Your salary there is a drop in the bucket.
Do you have a shred of common sense in that head of yours? How do you think I was living in this place before we got married?
I don't know. How?
Do the math! Think about it. I was making enough to live here and pay my bills on my own. Are you even able to do math on your own? Or do you need me to do that for you too? Fine. Suffice it to say that I was bringing home more money than you, okay? And I wasn't wasting any of it on pointless drinking and showing off for anyone.
So, you mean that...
I mean that I don't need your money, and I never have. And what's more, I don't need you.
Now, wait just a second.
You're supposed to be a salesman, but you've completely failed to show any decent results.
How would you know anything?
Because your coworkers told me. They told me that you just went and took undeserved credit for one of the new guy's contracts. That's about as low can get.
Those guys had no business telling.
And they also told me that they sympathize with me. Can you believe that? All I could do was thank them and tell them that I understand what they're dealing with every day.
None of you had any business bad-mouthing me to each other.
What can I say? We all mutually understood each other's pain.
Well, all I can say is that those guys just made their work lives a whole lot more difficult.
Oh, that reminds me. They also told me that they plan on taking the matter to your boss to talk it over.
Huh?
Yeah. They said they have proof that you wrongfully took credit for others' accomplishments. They said they're about to bring the whole thing to the bosses to have it investigated.
What are they trying to do to me?
I wonder how that's all going to play out. I'm just your ex-wife, so it has nothing to do with me, but...
Please. You have to put in a word with them for me and try to make them stop.
No. I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. I don't have any of their contact information.
We need to stop them from doing all that right now.
Then I suggest that you forget about me and get yourself to the office right away.
What a mess.
And it's probably a good idea to get yourself a motel room somewhere too. I don't think any of your coworkers are going to want to put up with you anymore. I'm actually really surprised that they were even willing to stay over here the other night, to be honest. Maybe they just wanted to tell me that they feel my pain.
You can shut your mouth now.
Okay, that's your cue to go to a motel or your company or wherever and leave me alone.
I should have known that marrying you would turn out to be nothing but trouble. You're useless.
Hey, you begged me to marry you, remember? And you told me to give up my job. And then you told me you wanted a divorce. I've just done what you've told me to do. Just like I said I would.
Oh, just shut up already. I'm tired of this and I've had enough of you and your games. I hope you find nothing but trouble and strife from now on.
It'll be interesting to find out which of us that happens to. Goodbye and good riddance. And with that, you are blocked. Trevor did end up at a motel for a time, but, not surprisingly, he couldn't afford to stay there long and ended up in a pretty tough financial situation, from what I hear. His colleagues told me that the situation at work had also deteriorated considerably, and that Trevor wasn't the big talker that he once was, and that he'd been reassigned to a position with very little responsibility. Also, Trevor's parents reached out to me and told me that they felt guilty about everything that their son had put me through, and they offered to reimburse me for any expenses that I incurred from all that craziness. They said that he's probably going to be moving back in with them for a while, and that they're looking for a good psychotherapist for him in the Houston area. As for me, I am determined to get a fresh start and throw myself back into my work. I decided that working at home isn't what I want right now, so I'm commuting to the office just like I used to do, and it feels great. I fully intend to put all that behind me and get on with my life. I'll embrace my single life and make the most of it. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click the like button and give us your opinion in the comment section below. See you in the next video!
Hey, Casey, where are you at? You're always late. Even at a time like this, you have no manners. I thought you were already here. Did you forget?
Oh, sorry. I'm on my way home right now. Where are you?
What? No, I don't want you at home. You're supposed to be at the funeral with me. You promised you'd come. I know you weren't best friends or anything, but it wouldn't kill you to come and show some respect. At least say goodbye to my dad. Besides, everyone's gonna be asking where you went. I don't want people thinking my wife won't even listen to me. I thought you said you were getting here before me anyway.
Well, I'm sorry for not telling you earlier. Plans sort of changed at the last minute, but I'm not going.
Not going? Why the heck not? You said you were going.
I know I said that, but I've changed my mind. I had a long talk with your mother earlier. Some things were said, to put it lightly.
Things were said? What did you say to my mother? What are you talking about? Can you just get over here so we can talk about this in person? It's a pain typing all of this out.
I didn't say anything to her. It was the other way around, Ben. She told me I'm not your real wife and that she doesn't consider me as part of the family. Then she told me she couldn't stand being around me during our visits and complained that Levi isn't a good enough grandson for her.
What? Where did this come from? We go there twice a month. I think I would have noticed if they were mad at you, right? She was fine to go out with you and have lunch before. Why would she be upset?
Yeah, I didn't notice either originally. I guess she's good at covering it up. As the conversation went on, the insults just got worse. She told me I'm not fit to breathe the same air as her, and she has to disinfect the house every time after I come over. She said she's gonna burn all of the furniture and replace it after we finally get divorced. Who says things like that?
There's no way she said that. I'm with her right now and I brought Levi. She hasn't said anything to me.
Like I said, she's good at pretending to tolerate him, I guess. She told me she thought Levi was a terrible child, and that he looks too much like me. She just doesn't want to upset you, so she's trying to play nice all night until you're gone.
That's not true.
Almost all of your immediate family's at the funeral too. So it's not surprising she doesn't want to be honest with you right now. I wouldn't be surprised if she's playing it up more than usual. Your family's always cared greatly about their image, after all.
Please stop. There's no way I can believe this.
Are you siding with her? I'm not surprised. You've always put her above me. I'm not an idiot. She said you told her some things too, you know. She said you regret ever marrying me and that you're trying to get out. And I normally wouldn't believe her, but after everything else she said, I know you regret marrying me in the first place.
Wait, what? No, I don't. Oh, what do you mean?
I don't expect you to admit it. You can't admit anything. You always have to be right. But anyway, the last thing she said to me was to stay out of her sight. So I just did as she told me. I got up and I left the funeral right then and there. It was before it started, so I didn't interrupt anything, don't worry. And I'm not coming back.
Okay, I believe you. I'm just a bit disappointed in her, I guess. But I'm not going to die defending my mother. What am I supposed to do? I already brought Levi with me. And my relatives are all looking for my support. I can't just leave.
Your family comes second to your son. You should be doing what's best for him, then helping them if you're able to.
Who's gonna watch him then?
Why can't you watch him?
That's what you're supposed to do. Men aren't good with kids. You know that. That's the whole reason why you need a wife in the first place.
Right. Ugh, can't you just have your sister help take care of him then? He really likes her, so that should be fine.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that then.
You're having dinner with your family afterwards, right? Make sure Levi eats too, please.
Are you really not coming to the dinner either?
I'm not going to meet up with someone who ordered me to get out of their sight.
Everyone else is bringing their family, though. Can you just do this for me as your husband? If I show up alone, it's gonna be humiliating. And it's your job to watch Levi.
Just because you're my husband, I don't owe you anything. Especially something like this. It's not my fault you still live in the dark ages and think I should do everything you ask. If you're humiliated because of some stupid tradition, that's your own fault. Besides, no one nowadays worries about women doing domestic work. It's perfectly fine for dads to take care of their kids. If anything, they respect you more for it.
Okay, fine, but can you at least come and see my mother? I just don't want you guys to fight. I don't want you guys bickering for the next couple of years over something like this.
Of course you don't. Don't go off and gossip to your mother about this. I don't need her knowing I've told you. Keep it between us for now, please. We can bring it up to her at a later date, maybe.
But how can I do that? Now that I know, I just want to know her side. I feel like I can't rest until I know.
Look, it's good that you love your mother and want to stand with her. But I've asked you not to tell her, so please just wait to talk about it. If you tell her, she might take it out on Levi. Or worse, he could get hurt. What if she takes it out on him while you're there?
He's not gonna get hurt. It's not like my mother's gonna do anything to him. But I guess I don't want to risk it. So I'll do what you say for now and won't talk about it. Only for now, though. I can't hold my tongue forever.
Thank you, Ben. Anyway, I'll be at home waiting for you guys. I'll see you when you get back.
We've got a problem, honey. Levi is throwing a temper tantrum all of a sudden. He said he doesn't want to go home because he's having fun with his grandma. What do you want me to do?
It's Sunday, so as long as you're back tomorrow, you can always stay another night. You just need to be back by tomorrow morning.
Wait, really? I thought you'd be mad if we stayed. If my mom doesn't like Levi, is this a good idea?
It should be fine. It's not like they're going to be alone together. You're there and so is your sister.
Oh, that's true.
What about you, Ben? Are you going to stay an extra night too?
Well, I'd rather not. After what you said, I think I need some time alone.
Oh, okay. You know, it's been a while since we've gone out together, just the two of us. I don't think we've ever done anything alone since Levi was born, since I don't trust babysitters. This seems like the perfect opportunity for a much-needed date, don't you think?
A date? What, today?
Yeah, I think it would be great for us to talk one-on-one, just like we used to. What do you think?
It's been a while.
Remember the place we used to go all the time for pizza? We could always go back there again. Might be nice. I know it's kind of late notice, but we don't have much going on right now.
Sorry, honey. I can't do it today.
What? Are you busy today?
Sort of. Just a little bit. I had a thing I was planning on doing.
But you said you weren't staying with your parents, right? What are you doing?
Well, actually, I told some friends from work that I would go fishing with them. We're going to the river and we're gonna have a few beers and see what we can catch.
Wait, are you seriously gonna say no to the date just so you can go fishing with your friends? Not to mention leaving Levi alone?
I mean, it's not a problem, is it? I just want to go hang out. And I had plans with them before you asked me. I can't just back out now. I don't have to spend all my time with just you. I have a life too.
It is a problem. You went out with your friends last week already, and the week before that, and the week before that too. We never spend any time as it is, but nowadays it feels like they're the ones you're married to.
Look, I've been busy. Work is tiring. I need some time with my boys to let some steam off. Guys can't be around their wives all the time. We have our own needs. Anyway, we can talk about this later. I don't know when I'll be home. If I get too drunk, I might have to stay the night. Don't bother making dinner or anything. I can eat here. So I'll see you whenever I get back.
Wait a minute. Wow, you were out really late, huh?
Why are you awake? You're never up this early. Did I wake you up coming in or something?
I couldn't sleep. I was really stressed about, well, everything. Isn't it cold? And isn't an hour a little long for a bath?
How did you know I was in the tub? Anyway, I just wanted to relax. It's just nice sometimes to take a long bath.
You don't have to tell me. I love soaking in the tub. But you don't like doing that, do you? You're always in and out of the shower in like 10 minutes. But recently, you're always in there for over half an hour. And today, for over a full hour? What are you doing in there? Didn't your fingers prune up?
It's not a big deal. After a hard day, I wanted to relax too, so I thought I'd start copying you. I've been starting to understand the appeal. Recently, I've enjoyed the alone time more, anyway.
I wonder about that.
You shouldn't even be awake right now. But if you are, then you might as well do something productive.
Productive? At this time?
Yes, there's so much housework you could be doing right now. I expected you to do at least something when you stayed home. I was gone for over a full day, including the funeral, yet nothing looks any different. With all that free time, you could have reorganized and cleaned some stuff, you know? Were you just lazing around the entire time? There's dust everywhere. As the breadwinner, I need you to make sure my house is clean when I come home. I can't put up with this mess.
I mean, I did a little. I didn't deep clean anything, though.
You didn't do anything. There's still dishes in the sink, for crying out loud.
Okay, so there was a few dishes, so what? I'm busy too, you know. I can't get to everything.
You didn't even come to the funeral. You were here by yourself the entire time. What were you busy doing? Being a terrible wife?
I was very busy, actually. I was busy doing some research, trying to find out more about this woman you're cheating on me with.
What? Researching a woman? What does that even mean?
Oh, come on. Are you gonna play dumb about this? I'm not falling for it, so just give it up already.
I really don't know what you're talking about. How can I play dumb when I don't even know what's going on?
It's been going on for 2 years now, ever since she started working at your company. Did you really think I wouldn't find out eventually? I heard you talking in the bathroom.
What are you talking about? Were you eavesdropping on me while I was taking a bath? What kind of psycho behavior is that?
Can you just make this easy for me, please? It's bad enough we have to do this right before my birthday and our anniversary. Can you just knock it off and talk to me about it?
Wait, it's your birthday?
Did you really forget? It's my birthday tomorrow, Ben.
Yeah, of course.
But you're too preoccupied with her to remember that, huh? You didn't plan anything, I'm sure. You completely ignored Levi's birthday, too. And our wedding anniversary.
Did I really?
You said you had something to do each time. Either your boss needed you to work overtime, or you suddenly got called into work, or just like tonight, you go fishing with your friends. There's always something coming up. Don't you think that's strange?
It's not my fault. Things happen, you know? I just forgot. You know I'm bad with dates. You should have reminded me.
I didn't even think about it at the time, but I guess even back then it was just a cover-up, right? I foolishly accepted every excuse you gave me. I wanted you to do good at your job, so I always let you stay overtime. And I didn't want you to be lonely, so I let you go out with your friends whenever you wanted. I just kept to myself and let you walk all over me. But even worse than that, I let you lie to Levi.
When did you find out? Were you just stalking me?
Your mother told me during our long talk.
Wait, what? My mother told you? You didn't mention it yesterday.
She mentioned another woman from over a month ago. She said you brought her home to meet your parents. And then you told everyone you're going to leave me and marry her? What is wrong with you?
Oh my god, she really did tell you.
And then you asked them not to tell me about it, right? Unfortunately for you, she let it slip during that lecture of hers.
Wait, just how long have you known about this? Did you really know since last month? Or longer?
No, I only found out yesterday. You should have told me years ago, though. I had a right to know. Anyway, I held off asking you yesterday because I wanted to wait and see what I could find out for myself. I thought maybe there was an explanation for all of this.
Oh, but we were at the funeral all day. When did you talk to her?
Were you even listening to me earlier? Your mother came up and talked with me before the funeral, remember? She seemed pretty upset at the time, so I came over to her and asked what was up. And then she took me aside and told me the devastating news.
Devastating news? Wait, did she tell you about everything? Or just about the woman?
Yes, she told me the rest too. She said you were already trying to get at your father's money. Have you no shame?
What? She told you that?
She said immediately after he died you asked her about it. Well, I shouldn't say asked. It sounds like you demanded it, right? While your mother was crying, you pulled her aside and asked her to let you have her half of the inheritance. How could you do that? What kind of sociopath thinks about that when their father passes? Not to mention she was scared to tell me because she knew you'd be mad. That's why I had to come up with a different excuse to stay away from you for a bit. As if your mother would ever say anything horrible like that. I can't believe you fell for it.
It's not my fault. Of course I was sad, but my father only left us $400,000. If we split it like that between the four of us, I'd basically get nothing. What would $100,000 do for me?
I didn't think you could get any worse. Then you forced her to sign her half over, right? She said you told her your siblings didn't deserve any and that we needed it. You said we couldn't afford Levi without it. How dare you threaten her grandson to make her do something like that?
You're right, I did do that. What are you gonna do about it? I already have the documents signed, removing my brother and sister and my mother. Legally, it's all mine now. You can cry all you want, but I win.
Don't be stupid. If you want someone to surrender their rights from a will, you need everyone to sign. You may have forced your mother, but your siblings didn't know anything about this, right? And once I tell them everything, I doubt they'll agree to it.
Wait, really?
This isn't your win, Ben. If anything, it's mine. The documents were terrible anyway. Full of errors. I doubt they'd hold up in court, even with proper signatures. I mean, did you even have those notarized? But just to be on the safe side, I still wanted to get rid of them.
Don't touch them. Just wait.
Aw, too late for that, I'm afraid. I've already burned them.
You burned them? I don't believe you. I hid them somewhere no one else could ever find them.
It wasn't that hard, Ben. It was in your dresser. The top drawer on the left. I just had to ask your mother where you usually hid stuff. She said when you were little, you always hid sweets and toys in there. So I had a little look, and lo and behold, it was right there on the top.
Oh God, you really found it. I can't believe she betrayed me like that.
I knew you'd be suspicious if I just wanted to visit your family to look for it. So I went on my own when you weren't home. Which wasn't hard, since you were gone all night with your friends. So it looks like you're not getting your mom's money after all.
Okay, I get it. You figured it out. Congratulations. Stop talking down to me like that. You think you're better than me just because you found out or something. Quit your bragging and drop it.
I don't know. I'm pretty proud of myself. Achieving all of this in one day. When you told me you were going fishing with your friends, I immediately knew something was up. I assumed you were going to see that woman your mother told me about, so I did some investigating. I followed you to see if you were really going to the river.
How did you find me? I didn't come home. I went straight to meet her after the dinner.
Your mother's house is only 15 minutes away. It wasn't that hard. I just rushed over and kept my car out of your view. It was pretty easy to find you.
Oh my God! You really stalked me. You're unbelievable. But don't think that's it. This isn't over. I'm not as dumb as you think I am.
It is over, Ben. What else could you do?
I didn't just have my mother sign something. I know how things work. I was extremely thorough to make sure all of this happened according to plan. I mean, I was certain the signature would work, but I wanted a 0% chance of this failing. I need that money. So I did a little bit of editing to my dad's will too.
You're kidding.
As soon as he got sick, he wrote a will. I guess he knew what was coming. He kept it in a little lockbox under his bedside table. You may have found my letter because of my mother, but I know where they hide their stuff too. So I did a little fixing and put it back before anyone noticed.
You really are the worst. And what did it say?
Originally, he wrote that my mother would receive most of it, since he wouldn't be there to support her. Then, the little that was left was to be split between my mother and us kids. So I fixed it and all of it goes to me now. And that's including my mother's portion.
You can't just do that. Ben, what are you thinking?
My handwriting looks basically identical to my dad's, so no one will suspect a thing.
And let me take a guess. You want that money for your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, obviously. After we split up, I'm gonna need money for the wedding, aren't I?
Well, at least you got one thing right. We are definitely done. And I'll be asking for alimony and child support.
That's fine, I'm not gonna pay it. They never keep track of that stuff. I need that money. My girl is gonna be a star. Just a few surgeries here and there and she'll be the best model around. Just you wait.
I feel sick. I can't handle this. One thing at a time. I need your mother to know what you did to that will.
You can tell her if you want, but it's not gonna change anything. I threw the original out of the window of my car. It's on the side of the road somewhere. I knew they'd want to see it pretty much as soon as the ceremony was over, so I had to be quick.
How could you?
Yes, I win. I told you. I feel amazing. I can finally leave you, and I get to keep Levi.
Hey there, traitor. Did you hear the amazing news? Turns out you're not getting a single penny of your dad's money. Such a shame.
What are you talking about? It's all for me. I already told you, everything is taken care of.
If you weren't so greedy, you could have gotten your share. But you had to try and take it all for yourself, and now you have nothing. Serves you right.
What do you mean? Did you tell my mother about this? Did she do something? What have you done?
I told her right after I finished messaging you. I was gonna let her know, but apparently she'd already realized. So don't blame me. Even if I stayed out of it, you wouldn't have gotten anything.
Wait, she already knew? That's impossible. I made sure it looked like his handwriting. They're virtually indistinguishable.
Did you forget about your mom's camera system she has? Your cat apparently kept eating all the houseplants while they were away, so your mother set up some cheap baby cameras to keep an eye on him when she wasn't in her room. But it caught someone else. I'm sure you can guess who.
But the camera doesn't even face her bed. It's near the cupboard, isn't it?
Originally, yes. But once your father got sick, your mother moved it to show the whole room. She moved the houseplants too, of course. She wanted to keep an eye on your father as well. But anyway, it caught everything you did. You can see yourself sneaking into the room and stealing the will.
She's never moved it before. Oh, why now of all times? You're just messing with me, right?
Regardless of if I talked with her, she would have found out. After how you were behaving at the funeral and then seeing the suspicious will that cut out the rest of the family for no reason, she got a little suspicious. I mean, who could blame her? So she checked the footage and there you were.
Fine, it doesn't matter. I got the money still. Who cares what you all think of me? I'm still getting that cash if it's the last thing I do.
Off topic, but isn't your brother a lawyer? If I remember correctly.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I told him about what you did, you see. He didn't seem exactly happy with you, to say the least. Now that he's involved, you've basically sealed your own fate.
What? Why does that matter? I don't care what he thinks either, just because he's some big shot. What are you getting at?
Forging documents is illegal, you know. And your brother knew more about it than me, luckily. Apparently, after what you did, you are legally unable to receive anything from the inheritance. As soon as they find out, you're removed. And you could even get huge fines from it. I was so relieved when I heard that. You don't deserve anything. Stealing your dead father's will and betraying your whole family like that just to get some cash? You're horrible. You had no right to desecrate his words like that. And now you get nothing, and you have no one to blame but yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd have to sign over my rights for something like that. And nothing you say could make me do that.
I think you're forgetting the part where you committed a crime, Ben. They don't need permission from you. You're going to suffer the consequences of your own actions for once.
I can't believe this. Wait, so if my mother and everyone else was involved, they wouldn't get any either, right? And then I could at least get some.
What are you even talking about? That's not how it works. And besides, they obviously weren't in on it. You're the only criminal here.
But I need that money. I need it now. How am I supposed to get married?
Can't your new girl help pay the costs? Does she even have a job? I suppose not, huh? You always have liked traditional women. I bet she's not looking to work at all.
She has a job, it's just she's really into fashion. I've spent a lot of my earnings on top-of-the-line purses and stuff. And I thought it was alright because I was gonna get that money. Is she gonna dump me if she knows I've lost it? That's how I got her attention in the first place, you know? I offered to take her to this super expensive restaurant she was going off about. After that, she offered to go more places with me as long as I paid.
Oh, dear. Have fun trying to explain that to her.
Hey, don't say that. This affects you too, you know? All of you are screwed.
Oh, how so?
I don't have any money. That means you're not getting any child support off me. I won't be able to pay it. It's not like the courts are gonna force me to give you the shirt off my back.
You're trying to tell me you really spent all your money? Don't you have any savings? You had a lot before we met.
Of course I don't have any more. I spent it all on her.
Huh, that sucks for you.
It sucks for you too. Are you fine with not getting any support?
Why wouldn't I be?
Quit acting like you don't care. This is important.
You can go off all you want. It's not going to change the facts. You're never seeing any of your father's money. And I don't care about your support. I could tell from the get-go that you weren't planning on giving me anything anyway.
What? How did you know that?
It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. You had no intention of ever paying, so it's the least of my worries right now.
You have no proof of that.
Sure. Anyway, I don't know if the state is going to be as nonchalant as me about the child support and whatnot. I think you're going to owe me quite a bit of money when this divorce goes through.
And how do you think I'm gonna afford any of that without an inheritance?
Even if you're out of money, there's plenty of ways you can make some extra cash. You could borrow some, you could get a second job.
I can't just borrow money. My credit is awful, so they would never give me one. Besides that, the interest on those things is ridiculous. I could never pay it off. The second job wouldn't pay for all of this. Nowhere around here pays more than minimum wage. Fat lot of good that's gonna do for me.
Maybe you can do some of that overtime your boss supposedly always has for you.
He wouldn't allow it. We're overstaffed as it is. He's already cutting hours. And I'm not working extra for some stupid reason like that.
Ah, well, I tried to help. You're gonna have to find a way to pay it somehow.
But I can't afford it.
That doesn't matter. Once child support is awarded, they're gonna take it directly out of your paycheck. They aren't gonna wait for you to give it to me. That is if you stay at your job anyway. If everyone finds out what you've done, I wonder if you'd ever be able to face them again.
They take it automatically?
If it seems like you're a risk of not paying, then yeah, they can do that. So you can play ball, or the state can garnish your wages. I'll let you decide how you want to do things. I'll be coming by later this evening to pick up Levi.
Wait! Don't just run away like that. Let's talk this out. We can try again, right? We're not divorced yet. It's not completely over. Listen to me.
In the end, Ben and I managed to finalize our divorce pretty quickly. And of course, I was awarded child support and alimony. Luckily for him, he faced no penalties for forging his father's documents. Besides being taken out of his will, of course. He now owes me about half of his money on a monthly basis. He had to get a personal loan to pay for the first few times, apparently. Probably because he spent every last penny he had for ridiculous things for that woman. But then, of course, he needed money for the loan, so he picked up a part-time job on the side. Not sure exactly what it is. Probably something like fast food. He used to really look down on people working jobs like that. Glad he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Almost immediately after it all happened, Ben's coworkers found out about everything. He chose to stay since he has no alternative, but his coworkers rarely talk to him anymore. Once his girlfriend found out he lost all of his money and had to pay me, she totally ghosted him. I called the company to see if she still worked there. Apparently, as soon as everyone found out, she resigned. I moved out of her shared house. Too many bad memories. I got a smaller place for just Levi and me. Ben's parents and family come visit and help us out all the time. Levi's really happy he gets to see his grandma much more often than before, and I think she's really happy to have someone who relies on her after her husband passed. It's great to finally have someone around willing to help me with my son. I found a place near our old house too, so there was no need to enroll Levi in a different school. He got to keep his friends, and I got to escape Ben. Win-win. Levi, his grandma, and I are all doing quite well supporting each other. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like the video and share with your friends. For more content like this, you can check out and subscribe to our channel below. Thanks!
Hey, so I'm gonna be bringing a couple of my colleagues over to our place tonight. It's okay, yeah? We're gonna have a chill kickback at home with some food and drinks. So have some food, snacks, and drinks prepared for us when we come home, okay?
Wait, what? You have to have your friends come over to our place tonight?
Yeah, they said they all want to see our new home. I guess we'll have to show them sometimes anyways, so why not?
Hey, you literally said the same thing and had your friends over for drinks before, remember?
But people coming today are different from that time, so they haven't seen our place yet.
Well, if you have to, I guess it's fine. But just don't drink until the morning, okay? You can promise me that much?
Why not? What's the matter with that?
Well, there were some people falling asleep by then last time, and I don't want that to happen again. If they're gonna fall asleep, why not just call it a night and send them home, right?
It's no big deal if they fall asleep here. Why do you care so much? We can party as hard as we want and drink all night until dawn. And fall asleep whenever we want. That's the good thing about having a kickback at home. Ain't that right?
The neighbors would be really bothered if you guys drink until the morning. Even though we do live in our own house, you know you gotta think of the limits and the people living around us. Plus, if you drink all night, preparing the drinks and the food would be such a hassle on my part.
So what? So are you telling me that because you're just lazy?
It's not that I'm lazy. But hey, in fact, I am pregnant, remember? I don't actually feel so great, so I honestly don't really want to even have people come over to our place to begin with.
Geez, what are you saying? Why do I have to accommodate your situation? It's none of my business. All that I'm asking for you is to prepare some food and drinks for us tonight. I'm not even asking for anything difficult here.
It's not just about preparing the food and drinks and stuff. I have to go out to buy the ingredients for food and drinks for however many people you will be bringing over, and I have to clean up everything afterwards, which I'm sure is going to be a lot of work. It's not so easy washing and putting away the plates and glasses you guys have used throughout the night. It's gonna be a mess, so I have to clean the whole place afterwards too.
Oh gosh, stop complaining about small things like that. You're always just chilling and taking it easy at home, so why don't you get up and work once in a while? You better move your lazy body around a bit.
I am not just chilling. It's not that I'm lazy or taking it easy because I want to. In fact, I actually don't feel so great, so I have to rest whether I like it or not.
Well then, whatever you say. Ah, it must be so nice to be a woman.
What do you mean?
You can use being pregnant as an excuse to not do anything and chill as much as you want. While on the other hand, I'm working my butt off every day to support the family. Why can't you just be cool about prepping for a kickback once in a while?
Excuse me? Being pregnant is not as easy as you think. Normal people would not have a party at a place where there is a pregnant woman. I don't understand why your colleagues are not being considerate at all either. Not gonna lie, I don't think they're in their right minds, really.
Gosh, what is so wrong about it? There's nothing wrong about what I'm asking you to do here. My colleagues have not said anything about this either, so what are you going off about?
Why won't anyone say anything about this? I don't understand. Are all your colleagues at your company like this?
I really don't understand why you think this is such a big deal. Why do I have to treat a pregnant woman like you so special? It's not like you're sick or anything, so why do I have to care so much? Just because you're pregnant, don't think that you can be treated any differently from everyone else.
I'm not asking you to treat me any differently. I'm really just asking you to be a little bit more considerate of me and my health. You say being pregnant doesn't mean I'm sick or anything, but it is quite different from the normal, healthy body. You get that? Feeling stressed or tired is not good for the baby. If you don't care about me, I'm fine with that, but please think about the baby.
So you are asking me to treat you differently, yeah? Don't be such a baby. You need to stop it.
Fine. Whatever.
I'll be home by 7:30 p.m., so be ready by then. Everyone is most likely going to be pretty hungry, so make sure you get some real filling food in addition to the snacks.
Okay. I got it.
Gosh, acting like a baby just because you're pregnant. Hey, are you on the second floor? Are you sleeping?
Yeah, I just took a short nap.
Come down to the first floor.
Oh, are you guys all done with the party? Did everyone go home already?
What? No way we are done already. Actually, we don't have enough alcohol here, so go out and get some more for us. Oh, and get some snacks as well while you're there.
Dude, it's midnight already. Aren't you all gonna call it a night anytime soon? If you don't guys finish up drinking by now, everyone's just gonna end up passing out here, which is what I don't want happening.
The night's just getting started, duh. Like I told you already, they'll just stay at our place for the night. So yeah, enough with that. Stop complaining and come downstairs already.
Why don't you just come get me instead of messaging me like this? Hello? We're in the same home?
I am so drunk I'm kinda lazy, you know? I don't even want to go up the stairs, it's too much of a hassle.
Well, funny thing for you to say so. I don't want to go out to grab stuff at this late at night either.
Come to think about it, why are you sleeping upstairs all by yourself anyways? Why don't you do your job? Your one and only job. It's your job to check on us to see if there's enough to drink here.
I'm just too tired already at this point. I'm feeling worse and worse too. I'm really not doing great. And I really don't see the point in me staying downstairs with you and all your colleagues. I can clean up the place after you guys are done and everyone has gone home anyways.
You are the one who has to go out and get us more drinks when we need them. So hurry up and get going already. Oh, and everyone is saying that they want to eat mac and cheese to finish off the meal. Make some for us when you're back from the grocery run.
What the heck? You seriously want to eat mac and cheese now? I don't have any of the ingredients to make that.
That's why I'm telling you right now before you go out shopping. And why are you acting like I'm telling you to make a full course meal? It's noodles and cheese. A monkey could make it.
All the grocery stores are closed already at this time. It's not like they sell ingredients for it at the gas station.
Then just find a grocery store that's open for 24 hours. Don't you know there's one like an hour from here?
What, you expect me to go all the way there just so you guys can have mac and cheese? It's way too far from here.
There are no cops out right now. Just step on the gas and roll through the red lights if you have to. Why are you still arguing with me? The sooner you go, the sooner you'll be back. We'll save you some if we don't eat it all.
But it is so late already. Don't you care about that a bit? Can't you just eat something else?
What the heck are you talking about? I told you what we want, so go out and get it. Now it's just the principle of it. I don't like you defying me while we have guests over. Stop being such a baby.
You're asking your pregnant wife to go out in the middle of the night. I don't think I'm being unreasonable. Why can't you understand what I'm trying to tell you this whole time?
Oh, you are so annoying. Could you just stop it already? Go and buy some snacks and drinks now. Oh, and make sure you get some beer and citrusy liquor of some sort too. You better be back within 1 hour. What is taking you so long? I told you to speed there and back. We're all here waiting for you to bring us back some food and drinks for the hot pot. What the heck are you doing?
Sorry. I'm doing my best.
Well, your best sucks. Come on home now. You've been keeping us waiting too long. We're all sobering up. Blow every red light and break the speed limit. Honestly, I don't care what you do, but get back here ASAP.
You scumbag. What kind of man orders his pregnant wife to go out in the middle of the night to get food like this?
Why are you talking in the third person? You aren't sick, so shut your mouth and do what you're told to do, which was just to get us some food and drinks.
Oh my gosh, this is just unbelievable. I am so ashamed that someone like you is my employee. All of you, come to the president's office tomorrow morning for some serious interrogation, okay?
What? The president's office? Oh, what are you even saying?
Oh, sorry. I guess I forgot to mention. I am really not your wife. I'm Rachel Chen.
Wait, that name sounds familiar.
You are Andrew Wong from the planning department, am I right? So I'm guessing all your colleagues there at your place right now are also from the planning department. Jeez, I really question the kind of people who are in that department. I can't believe this.
What? What's going on?
I gotta ask Mr. Williams, who just got promoted to manager recently, about the situation. I wonder if he knows about this too.
You are Anna, right?
Why would you think that your wife would know the name of the manager at your company? Are you telling me that you all don't even remember the name of the president of the company you work for?
No way, this can't be true. This must all be just a joke. I don't believe what's going on here. There is absolutely no way that my wife and the president is together, or for my wife to even know her.
You must remember being called out by me at the general meeting that was held back in August. The proposal you submitted had so many errors and was not up to our company standards. Does that sound at all familiar to you? And you can tell me that you still don't believe me, even now? Well, you don't have to believe me at this moment. You will find out if it's true or not either way by tomorrow morning when you come see me.
There's no way Anna would know something like that. I've never told something like that to her. So, you really are our president? The Rachel Chen?
That is exactly what I've been telling you this entire time. Do you finally understand what's going on?
I'm really sincerely sorry about this. I really am. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I would have never imagined that I'd get a message from the president like this, out of nowhere, especially from my wife's phone.
Well, you surely must have been surprised at first. I don't blame you for that.
Why were you with my wife anyways? Do you two even know each other?
Well, it's kind of my hobby to go bar hopping around the city. I do this a lot, you know. And I was just getting a couple drinks at a dive bar around here.
You, the president, go to the dive bar?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with me going to the dive bar? It's nice to get some drinks and release all the stress.
I got a phone call, so I went at the bar, and that is when I saw a pregnant woman walking toward my way, and that just so happened to be your wife. What a coincidence, right? She was crying her eyes out, so I asked her what is the matter with her. It seemed quite serious.
You talked to a pregnant woman you have never even met.
Well, it's because I was worried about her. She was literally bawling. Hey, by the way, you hear that your loving wife was crying out in the street and you don't feel anything about that? Before anything else, you should care and worry about that.
I am so sorry.
She was telling me why she was crying, and eventually she started complaining about her husband and his colleagues, and she ended up complaining about her husband's company at the end. So I asked her, just out of curiosity, what the name of the company is, and she says the name of my very own company. I was totally shocked.
That must have been quite a surprise for you to hear. I sincerely apologize for the trouble I've caused you because of this.
It is straight up unthinkable to have people over for a party when your wife is pregnant with your very own baby. Well, actually, even if your wife wasn't pregnant, it's pretty big of a bother to drink until this late at night anyways, don't you think so? If you're an adult with the least bit amount of proper manners, you would never do something like this. In addition, for you to have the nerves to go make her walk so far at this late at night?
Is that really such a bad thing?
Of course it is! Why don't you think so? You have absolutely no idea that you're about to become a father, and all your colleagues who had the nerve to come over to your place, they lack any sort of manners as well. I honestly can't trust someone like you with any of our company's work. I am really going to have to think about what to do with you in the future as well.
No, please, don't say that.
If you have so much free time to be drinking and partying with your colleagues, why don't you get your work done? It's a huge problem in our company these days that the planning department is slacking off and doing a sloppy job. You surely do know about that, right?
About that, yes, I am really sorry.
Well, anyways, come see me in my office tomorrow. Oh, of course, with all of your colleagues who are at your stupid party right now. The party is over. You guys better clean up after yourselves before going home, too. You guys should know better to clean up perfectly with nothing left for your wife to do. Get that?
Yes, I'll do as you say.
Oh, and I want to help her calm down a bit. It seems like she's still quite upset. So I'm going to have her stay at my place for the night. Well, actually, you probably weren't going to worry at all anyways, as you're someone who would make her walk at night just to go buy drinks for you.
No way, I really appreciate your kind gesture. Thank you so much for your consideration. Please, take care of my wife.
This is Anna. So you heard it. You better take care of the house and clean up well, okay?
Oh, Anna, how much have you told the president?
That is none of your business. Don't you have to go to work tomorrow, too? You better clean up fast and go to bed.
Hey, Anna. I'm really sorry that I kept treating you that way without thinking about you or being considerate of you in any way. I will never ever say anything derogatory about pregnant women from now on. Please forgive me. I am really sorry.
Are you in the president's office right now? She must have scolded you pretty hard, huh?
I really didn't understand just how hard it is to be pregnant and have all these burdens physically and mentally. All my colleagues are saying sorry too. They said they want to apologize to you sometime, in person if they can.
No, I don't want their apologies. I don't even want to see their faces ever again. You and all your colleagues.
They're all really sorry about it.
Just because they're sorry, they're wrong if they think they can be forgiven so easily. It's not like I'm asking them to send me a sorry gift or anything like that. I just do not forgive them for what they did to me. That is it.
I will never ever have people over for parties at our place ever again. In fact, I will never ask my colleagues to come over to our house. And I will buy you anything you want as my sincere apology. So please, will you just let this go now and make up your mood?
Is the president still there with you?
Yeah, she is. Why?
Will you put her on? I want to talk to her instead.
What? Why do you want me to switch to her?
Just do it. Give her the phone. Hey, this is Rachel. What's the matter, Anna? Thank you very much for taking care of me last night. I can't tell you how much that meant to me. Oh, no worries about that. My pleasure. So you wanted to talk to me about something? I really wanted to talk to someone about this. I am really sorry for making you go through the trouble again. But I don't have anyone that I can talk to about this other than you. Don't say such a thing. I would be so happy to hear you out, Anna. You can tell me anything. I'm here to listen. I just really can't forgive my husband for what he did to me. I don't think I can even pretend to have forgiven him, honestly. I'm not sure if I can fake a smile to him anymore. Yeah, why you're angry and disappointed at your husband is totally reasonable. I really can't keep living with my husband anymore, but I'm scared to get a divorce either. Hey, Anna, you do have a job yourself, right? Yes, I do. I'm on maternity leave right now, but I'm really not sure if I can raise my child all on my own without a father. What if you had your husband take care of the baby for you then? No way! I would never let him do that. I don't think my husband will ever be able to take care of a child all on his own. He was planning on making me do everything regarding the baby anyways, even before any of this happened. He can't do any of the household chores. He can't even do the dishes himself. Can you believe that? I highly doubt that he even feels love toward a baby. Wow, is that so? Well, he said to me before that we really shouldn't have even tried to have a child. It seemed like he got sick of the idea of it after finding out about how much money and hard work it takes to raise a child. He is that kind of person, so I don't think he would ever be willing to take care of the child. That is terrible. Your child will be so much happier to have you around for sure, not him. But I am really worried. I don't know if I can really raise a child by myself. You know, actually, I am a single mother too, and I did struggle a lot back then. Oh, really? Is that so? Well, my kids are all gone off on their own now. When they were still little, it was hardship after hardship all the time. You worked while raising your children, and you even became the president of your company? Actually, in my case, my uncle used to run this place. I did, indeed, have a lot of hard times before my uncle would approve of me, though. If I were all alone, I don't think I could have raised my kids and had been this successful in my career, too. Did you have someone help you out at that time? Both of my parents have passed away already, so I don't have anyone that I can rely on. What should I do? Well, in my case, I had some help from an organization that was built to support single mothers. I'll refer them to you. I'll make sure you have all the information about them as well. They really care for your mental and emotional well-being, so it's a huge help. Are you sure you would do that for me? Why, of course. The reason why I got a divorce is also because I got sick and tired of being with my ex-husband. If I were to stick around and be in hell because of that stupid ex-husband of mine and deal with his BS, it's a million times better to be alone and suffer on my own. I see. That's how you came to think about it. You try to weigh it out too. Which is worse, being with your shitty husband or being on your own? I think it is pretty easy to tell. The thing I don't want to do the most is to live any longer or spend any time with my husband for sure. Then your decision has been made. It's all clear to you now what you really want to do. Your husband must have said a lot of terrible things to you up until now. Isn't that right? You should demand a pretty decent divorce settlement. You deserve at least that much for sure. You can talk to me about it from now on. I'll be here to support you every step of the way. As someone who has gone through the same thing, I can give you some advice and guidance. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your kind support. I might cause you some trouble in the future, but I really appreciate it. No worries, it's nothing. I'll be here to help. Okay, I'm gonna hand it back to your husband now. Take care, okay?
What? Why has it been decided that we're getting divorced? What happened while I was gone? The president seems to be oddly supportive about it too. This is so weird. What the heck is going on here?
I really can't stand being with you anymore, so I'm calling our marriage off. We're going to file a divorce. After talking to the president, I could really finally make up my mind about it.
No, wait, no. You have to think about this again. Why are you deciding on all of this without me anyways? Why am I not involved in this decision-making process?
Why do I have to consult you for me to make this decision?
Well, to begin with, it's our problem as a couple, so you should have talked to me about it first. This is our problem, not anyone else's. Why are you telling the president everything before you even talk to me?
Until now, you never ever really listened to what I was trying to tell you. Throughout our relationship, you never really cared, even about holding that kickback. You ignored my opinion and just did it anyways, remember? You just pushed through with your opinion. So now, it's my turn to just stick to my plan and file a divorce with you. I am not going to let you say anything about this.
What are you saying? Having a party at our place and getting a divorce are two totally different things. You can't compare the two.
Once I'm gone, you can have as many parties as you want and do whatever you want. But you have to prep and clean up all on your own too. You can do that much easily, right? You aren't even sick or pregnant or anything, so don't be a baby. Afterwards, I left my husband in our home and gave birth to my child, all on my own. I thankfully was able to get support from the organization that the president referred me to and raised my child. And now, some years after the divorce, I'm married again to someone who is supportive about taking care of our house and the child. I am living happily with my current family, unlike before. I even still keep in touch with Rachel, even to this day. She is now one of my closest friends who I can trust and rely on. She's the one I can talk to about anything. And according to her, all the colleagues who were at the party haven't been successful at their job. None of them got promoted, apparently. As she says, at our company, someone who cannot think about other people can never get promoted. And my ex-husband, after we got a divorce, have apparently stopped drinking at home and instead started to drink out all the time. I bet it's because he's too lazy to do any of the prep stuff or clean up after himself. But after some time, he got some issues with his liver and quit his job. Who knows, maybe he's not even here alive in this world anymore. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to see more content.